How's it going, everybody? It's Brandon and Alex again, and Alex is dying. This is an awful way to start, but we're going to do it anyways. Yeah, we're going to go with it. This is another podcast / album review that we're doing. Album review / album dissection, whatever you want to call it. This is an album from an artist that I never really knew a whole lot about. This is the first piece of work I ever heard from him. What's the name of this artist, Alex? Because you're way more.
You're going to let me talk now.
This
is my turn?
Yeah.
I can speak.
Yes.
This is Because of Twitter by Schama Noel, who's a rapper I've been following for a while. He's done quite a few EPs previously, like God's Playlist, Eternal Feels, Ear Candy, and he's a very, very strong lyricist. He's not the type of rapper you can compare to other rappers that we talk about on the show, though. So it's going to be kind of a different one for you guys, but I do think you'll enjoy it. And you ready?
Yeah, let's do this.
Okay, track number 1, Because of Twitter, the intro, produced by Drop Killers, which is a very cool name, I suppose. Right off the bat, with this, we've straight away got some very strong messaging.
Yes.
Very strong lyricism. We got it all right at once.
Yep. Go ahead. You can talk a bit about what you thought about it, and I'll come in with my interjection.
You're going to come in halfway through and just make fun of me?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay, let's see. Okay, we start off with a very slow, kind of progressive piano beat. I kind of got that I Am Not a Human Being feeling kind of... I need to stop talking about Lil Wayne. But that kind of slow, progressive piano beat at first. And it builds up, and then he just straight away with bars. Doesn't really... That's one thing with Schama, is that he doesn't really progress very much. He's a very stable rapper.
For sure.
He's a very stable rapper, but doesn't have much progression. So jumps right into it. Very strong messaging, very strong lyricism.
Any complaints? Short?
Hooks, a little repetitive.
Yeah, okay.
But that is a pattern. But I'm not mad about it, because that's not what this album's about necessarily.
Yeah, I didn't start listening to this expecting a 10 out of 10. I was expecting something new, something different, another artist's perspective. He is a Twitter rapper, so he is a little bit different. First thing I noticed on this one was he comes in with the WWE reference with Carlito and the Apple. Caught my ear. I'm like, I like this guy already because he's talking wrestling.
The thing is, though, he went right from talking about police killing people. He's like, talks about cops gassing people, or was it gassing cops? Either one of those goes straight from that to a WWE reference. I don't know where.
That's the thing with him. He's a bit of his personality came through on this song. He's I picked up right away that he's a sarcastic, kind of satirical rapper.
Yeah,
very political, but he's still very sarcastic and has light humor, kind of like maybe Lupe. In that sense.
In a way.
But the rapping styles are completely different, so don't expect Lupe when you hear this. But pretty interesting. Only thing for me is, the hook or the song itself was a little bit repetitive. But overall, it sounded nice. It was a little short, so short and sweet is always good, I guess.
Yeah, the hook was good, though. Yeah. First listener too, the hook is really good. And then once you start to listen to it a few more times, you kind of go, okay, I've heard this before. Track 2, Let 'Em Know, produced by Johnny CRK $. I don't even want to try pronouncing that.
Crack dollars?
Crack dollar. It is crack dollars. Wow.
Crack $.
Right off the bat, straight away with this one, jump right into some very strong subject matter. What else? There's a dope Kobe sample. Not an actual sample of Kobe, but discussing Kobe. What did you say?
It was a snippet of Bill Burr, the comedian, and he's just making a joke about how Kobe got divorced and his wife got like $70 million or something, and he's just saying she didn't even hit a jump shot, and just sort of making fun of that, how it's kind of unfair, and all these girls, you never know what they're after, you never know what they're all about, and then, at the end of the day, some of them just want the money out of you and just want to fuck you over in that way. So it was a cool song. It was short, another short one, but that's kind of okay with me. I kind of don't mind short songs, because if you don't have much to say, then fuck off, right?
Yeah, there's no reason to kind of drag it on.
Exactly.
One thing about the song also, especially in comparison to track 1, is one issue that Schama has a decent amount of the time is that he's Haitian, which shouldn't mean anything, but I'm not sure if it has anything to do with that or not, but it sounds like there's almost an accent there.
Yeah,
and
but that's
a lot of the time his flow goes off the beat, and a lot of the time he struggles to stay on beat the entirety of the time, which I'm not giving him shit for, because he's really, Shama's more about subject matter and lyricism more than anything. But I don't know if he has an accent in real life, but he does flow off the beat. And this track, the beat for this track, suited him a lot more than the other one did, and I was very happy with this one.
Yeah, me too. track 3 is Slide in My DMs.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which is really cool. I like that a lot. He tweets Slide in My DMs a lot.
I say that a lot to people.
Yeah. That's funny. It's produced by J. Louie, which is a really cool name. Good for you, man. Props. Sick beat. Crazy flow.
Yeah.
It's a very... And also a cool concept also, but it's another short one.
It's another sarcastic song.
Yeah.
Almost sarcastic, or almost drawing attention to the irony of how people use social media and just sort of criticizing, the way that people choose their partners or looking for, their mates or something like that on social media, and just saying like how ironic that is and how dumb that is, really. And he's just criticizing that whole thing. But one thing I really like about him, actually I'll get into that at the end. Yeah, I'll get into that at the end.
Okay.
But cool song, short.
Yeah, I don't think I have anything else to say about that one. What about you?
No, let's go track 4.
That is Lost in the Lights featuring Spazzy D. I want to preface this by saying I really dig Spazzy D. Schama introduced me to Spazzy D, obviously not physically, but like he had retweeted him once and gave him a shout out before this feature happened. And right off the bat, I love Spazzy D. Just dope freestyles. He gives off a big Kendrick vibe. You probably got that too. He's not copying. He's not.
You said he's better than Kendrick before this song even started.
I immediately after that I rebutted myself and I was like, no, I didn't mean that. But fucking, he's good. He's not copying him, but he does sound kind of like him. And I got super amped because I was like, yeah, Spazzy D. This is like the first Spazzy D verse of the song, and you couldn't fucking hear him.
Yeah, you couldn't hear him. He was kind of mumbling, and he was way better on other songs.
Yeah,
after.
He was quieter than the beat.
Yeah.
That shouldn't be an issue. It's like the easiest production issue to fix, but the beat was louder than the rapper, which is...
One thing about this album, though, it did get better and better as the album went along.
Yeah.
That's something to say about that, and that's definitely positive. This song is called Lost in the Lights, and what he means by Lost in the Lights, based on his lyrics, is he's just talking about how people get off track, trying to focus on the wrong things, trying to obtain empty things that aren't real, and you're just sort of off track from who you actually are. He was talking about Lost in the Lights, trying to be Ross and Jay-Z.
Yeah.
Trying to be bosses and things like that. It's like he's off track trying to be that, but that's not him. What he is he's a more introspective person and more of a positive person, and with his music he wants to teach you stuff instead of talk about bitches and money and shit.
Yeah.
So
one thing I noticed on this track also is Shama's flow had improved greatly. It didn't he didn't necessarily switch up his flow, but he switched up his vocal range on the flow. He gets a lot more highs, he gets a lot more lows, and it made it a little more exciting. And as we previously mentioned, like Schama does get repetitive.
Yeah.
It was harder to find him repetitive on this track because of his vocal range, and I really dig that. I thought it was cool.
And there was a feature, so
that was also a feature.
Yeah.
The hook, though. Can we talk about the hook?
Yeah.
I didn't like it very much.
It's repetitive for sure.
Nah.
He just kind of repeats "Lost in the Lights," blah 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 blah, and that's all you really get from it.
Yeah. At the same time, though, we don't have to talk about that too much. I've said that like 5 times now, and I keep bringing it up anyways, because I feel like I have to. But it's not about that. It's Number 5.
Yeah. This one is Riot Part 1,
The Riot.
meaning there's going to be The Riot Part 1, meaning there's going to be a Riot 2. This is featuring Lonnie Austin, and what were some of the other features?
It's just Lonnie Austin and Jay Dunn. And it's produced by Coach Cobain, which is a dope fucking name. I'm a big fan of that.
Yeah.
Right off the bat, we got some very strong samples.
Yeah.
It's a very emotional track, a deep track, very strong subject matter, and some pretty fucking strong lyrics too to back that up.
Yeah.
And at the same time though, you have very strong subject matter, very strong lyricism. I ain't like the song that much.
No, the song was okay.
Yeah.
The subject matter that he's talking about is this song is about the struggles of the ghetto and the police brutality and all the controversies that we've been hearing about and things like that. And that's sort of the media clips that you hear at the beginning are in reference to guns and weapons and the struggle and whatnot. All the pieces were there for a good song, but it just seems like they just kind of threw it together. It wasn't very well thought out for the lyrics. What I wanted from this song was for them to get deeper with what they're trying to tell you. With the story, they just didn't really get too much into it. Maybe they saved it for part 2, but Yeah, I didn't really like the song either. This was the first song I think on this one I really didn't like.
The last verse was the best verse too. The last verse, which I think was, I want to say that was J Dime.
Yeah, I think that was J Dime.
Yeah.
I don't know. These are all new rappers to me, so the voices.
Honestly, all of them except for Schama and Spaz are new to me too. But I really liked the last verse. I thought it was really well done. No progression in the beat. That's what I touched on earlier. Is that one thing Schama lacks is progression, and so did the production this time around. But number 6, that's Right Now.
Right Now.
Right. And it doesn't say who it was produced by, so I want to say Schama produced this. I hope he did.
I don't know, because this guy's artist is completely new to me. I'm not used to these Twitter rappers. It was a switch up for me as far as what to expect. But I thought he had an awesome flow in this song. It was unique. One thing that strikes me again about this guy is because he is a Twitter rapper, he's not signed by anybody. He has a different perspective. He's more outspoken. He's more direct with what he wants to say because he has the freedom to say that, whether you like it or not. He doesn't really care because he's just a Twitter rapper. He's not signed by anyone. He's not employed. You know what I mean? So that's what I really like about him. This one is a little more cocky though, this song.
Yeah, it's more of a boast track.
Yeah, it's more like I'm this, I'm that, and whatever. And I don't usually like those kind of songs, but he did have a good flow on it, so that's something.
Yeah, I think it was a really strong start, and I from the first few seconds, maybe 30 seconds of the song, I was really digging it. But there's one thing I noticed about this track: it had progression. Got progressively worse though. As the song went on, I'm not sure why I'm waving there. He left. That was a good attempt.
It was a she.
Alex.
Yeah.
Was it?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Gender recognition.
And now I just don't know where I am.
Well, we'll just go into.
It got progressively worse. That's
yeah.
I don't know.
Let's go into track number 7. I don't know how you felt about this one. This one is called "Channeling My Inner Kanye," and right off the bat you hear distorted voice.
Mm-hmm.
That only tells me one thing: Kanye influence.
Yeah, and distorted bass,
like heavy 808s, but distorted.
Yeah.
More Kanye, and there was the lyrics or whatever. Like maybe his delivery was supposed to be like Kanye.
The lyrics was entirely based off of Kanye
songs,
which is, I get that that's very creative. I don't think it's a cool idea. I like the idea, but it didn't feel like it was his work, and I don't know. Maybe is that just me? Or?
No, well, I don't know what his work generally sounds like because again, he's new to me. But he did come with all those other elements. Like he had the echoed voice, like Kanye uses. He used the auto tune. He used the distortion. He used the heavy 808s. So and all these stories he was trying to tell you that had nothing to do with Kanye. He was just using Kanye songs and albums, as references. It was a creative song. I mean, it's not like a great song or anything like that, but it's creative. I mean, isn't that what this is supposed to be, though? It's a Twitter mixtape album. It's just him expressing his creativity, so I had no problem with it.
Yeah.
I actually kind of liked it. I was bobbing my head to this shit.
You bobbed your head to every song.
I know, but that's just how I listen to music.
A little more to this one.
Yeah, this is how I listen to music. You gotta feel the music.
Yeah, I get that.
Right?
Track number 8, The Riot Part 2, featuring Lonnie Austin and Soulhead Jones. Produced by Kush Cobain once again. I guess I think Kush Cobain only did the
2 Riot songs.
Yeah. And which is cool. Straight off the bat, I'm not even going to get into this one that much yet. I really like this track.
Yeah, this is for me the first song on this album that I really
stood out to me. Yeah, exact same here.
This is I think where the album picked up.
Yeah, exactly. Wow, I didn't even pick up on that. But yeah, this is where the album picks up and then it stays kind of on that level. And I fucking love that. You talk.
Okay. What I wrote down here, I know I put something. So that first part 1 of The Riot was more of just talking about, all these different subjects and all of what's going on and the struggle and whatnot. But they didn't really get too much into it. And like I said, they maybe saved it for Riot Part 2. This one was more about pushing back and sort of, having something to say about all those things.
Yeah, as opposed to just kind of
addressing them. But
yeah, number 1 was more addressing them. This one is more kind of acting on it and doing something about it, and it felt, and it made it feel a little more empowering.
There's more personal. There's more opinion in it.
Opinionated, more empowering, and
more
great.
outspoken.
Yeah. And the last verse was really good.
Last verse is really good. Dope beat. And good lyrics, good strong subject matter. They're actually trying to tell you something opposed to just make something sound good. And they did still make it sound good. So for me, I really like the song.
Yeah, me too. And number 9, that is Free Your Mind. I had heard this previous to this piece of work. Is it an album, a mixtape, an EP? We're gonna call it an EP. I had heard this song previous to this, and for some reason in the back of my head, I was like, oh, I don't like this song. And then the second this shit started playing, started listening to it, and I started taking my notes, I'm like, holy shit, this song is dope. This is actually a very good song.
Yeah.
Like, this is
probably my favorite. Yeah, I know that's what you're probably going to say.
I want to say second favorite. I'm like having an inner battle between second favorite and nonetheless, it's a very good one. But, yeah.
I think I want to say this is my favorite. I really liked the beat right off the bat. It was slow, relaxing, melodic. Sort of just kind of draws you in, makes you listen to the lyrics. And what he's trying to tell you here is just trying to tell you just to look at the big picture, in life. And just, I know I put something in here about the lyrics. Damn it, I must... talks about growing and expanding, and he's talking about just getting in touch with who you are, and free your mind rather than, be so boxed in and just be in one little area and just, expand. And
really felt for this song was for the people, from the perspective of the people, and that was really cool.
And it felt more personal. There's more opinions in it. There was more of himself being put onto the lyrics here, and so for you to just enjoy it and just listen to it and let that paint a picture in your mind.
Yeah,
I really enjoyed this.
Me too. One thing I also liked about this is that Schama wasn't repetitive at all. Really,
no.
He went in and out of different flows. He sped it up a bit. He slowed it down. Maybe not as great of a vocal range as he did on track number 2, but he kept the flow exciting, and I respected that a lot.
Yeah, he didn't necessarily sound like a Twitter rapper on this one. He sounded like a rapper.
Yeah, well said. Very well said. Really disrespectful at the same time, though. Really fucking rude, man.
To all the Twitter rappers out there, I'm sorry. I respect you as artists, but I just, you know what I mean. It's different.
Yeah, there is a difference.
Yeah, there's a difference.
Number 10, sapiosexual. I don't know what that means. Just kidding. It's okay. This is about being into girls that are smart. I'm not necessarily smarter than you. Probably smarter than me, but you can probably relate to this one a little more. I don't know.
Because I'm smart.
I don't know. I'm big goofy.
Okay. It's okay. You're smart too. Well, basically this whole song is, this is another one of those where he's just expressing himself, I think, and just being creative with the way he's writing a song. And it's all just different examples of smart girls and why they're smart and why he likes them. That's all. That's pretty much all you can gain from this song. I like that, though. It was creative. He had fun with it, I thought. Yeah. He expressed himself. He got all his opinions out. I think that's what I want from artists.
Yeah, me too.
You know what I mean?
Dope subject matter. The starting hook was really cool. It started off on one of those songs where it picks up and then it really picks up.
I think by the end of this one we did switch over to the next track. Yeah. Just because we just kind of got bored and knew what to expect, because by the end of most of these songs.
But I did go back for 5 seconds of it because I wanted to hear it was a little distorted trumpet sample, and I really liked that. I thought that was dope because we didn't really hear any brass instruments previously on this piece of work, and that was really cool to throw in there.
Yeah. I'm a big fan of anything acoustic, or not acoustic, but any actual sound.
Yeah, me too,
instruments, sure. Right? Next one is Got a Thing, featuring Sly Rex, who we heard earlier.
Yeah. This is my favorite on the album.
This one, okay. Yeah, this is my other one that I was like, this could be my favorite too.
Dope first verse, really dope first verse, and I was kind of expecting it to stay there, and I was like, okay, well, good job, Schama, you killed it, good for you, yay. And then fucking this Sly Rex guy, never heard of him before. He kind of sounds like the dude that did a song with Whit Laurie, sorry. I'm not sure it's actually the same person. You don't know who Whit Laurie is. He's a YouTube rapper. He kind of sounds like the guy that did a song with him, but I'm not sure if it is him. Sly Rex fucking killed this track. Oh, by the way, this is produced by Dialmo. I don't know.
Dialmo. Well, this song, he kind of carries over from the theme of the last song, because last song he's talking about, the types of girls he likes are smart girls. This one, he's talking about the kind of girls he likes are independent girls. He's got a thing for girls who are independent, basically, is the theme of this one. Just different examples and different expressions of that. The second guy, Sly Rex, had an amazing flow, had an amazing verse there, and I think it saved the song from getting boring.
Yeah, it really saved it.
This is an album where features really save the songs.
Yeah, whereas
right?
like with albums like The Documentary, we were saying like they were great albums,
hurt.
but like yeah, a lot of the features hurt the album, and it was at times we were lacking the artist itself. Where with this one, it's like, okay, you're doing good, Schama, but let me hear something different. And he's like, sure, here's a bunch of features. And like, yeah,
there's a bunch of artists you've never even heard before, and that, you know, it's awesome.
Yeah, it's really awesome.
Go ahead. Next track. What did you have to say?
Shaq. No, there's 12. Pay me enough. I was honestly gonna intro the track.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So track number 12, "Pay Me Enough," featuring Lonnie Austin again, Sly Rex again, Jalen Kelly, and Spazzy D.
Spazzy Dicks.
Spazzy Dicks killed this one.
Yeah, he
I
kills
just
this.
gotta preface this. Oh my god, strong start. It's a very different song. I'm getting different vibes. He's scratching his arm nervously. It's really cute. I got different vibes from the song compared to the other ones on this piece of work, but every verse was very good. Every verse was very different, and it was honestly like stepping stones.
Yeah.
And then we got the Spazzy, and Spazzy fucking murdered this track.
Yeah, I would agree with you there.
Yeah.
Spazzy had the best verse on that track. What this song is about, though, "Pay Me Enough," is basically like, you couldn't pay me enough to do what all these other rappers are doing. Like, you wouldn't pay me enough to say something that's not true. You know, you couldn't pay me enough not to be real and things like that. And the first verse on this one, I don't know who that was. I think that was
Lonnie Austin.
Lonnie
Yeah, because
Austin.
Schama didn't have a verse, did he?
Yeah, I don't think you're asking me.
Yeah, I don't think Schama had a verse on this.
Yeah, me neither. But whoever the first verse was, I think it was Lonnie Austin. I don't know if he did it on purpose or if he just did it by accident. Maybe his flow was like that. But it almost sounded like he was trying to flow like Drake.
Yeah, and
right?
that felt like shots.
And it felt like, you couldn't pay me enough to be fake like Drake. Right?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I'm rhyme those all the time.
Yeah, fake like Drake. We should be rappers too.
Get much higher freestyles.
Yeah, get much higher YouTube freestyles. YouTube rappers.
A separate thing from Twitter rappers. YouTube rappers are all.
Or we can be Instagram rappers.
Well, like in the fucking 7 seconds.
Yeah.
Like
you gotta watch all the videos and like them all. It's ideas.
Shitty ones.
Fuck.
You ready to move on to the next one?
Yeah.
Unlucky number 13, "Get Your Paper, Grind Real Hard." Really wasn't that unlucky. I don't know. It got, right off the bat, it was already repetitive. Like, it took him maybe 20 seconds to get bored of the song. For me, it was like 10. But other than that, other than the fact it got repetitive, the lyricism and the subject matter was pretty strong. And for that, I actually did like this track. I just really, really wish they would have mixed this up. This is one of those tracks where if they threw in a beat drop like they did on that one song or something different.
But they did. They did a
this is the one with the beat.
Yeah.
This is, when I said with that one song, I mean this song. They did a beat switch. It was really cool. It saved the song.
Yeah, it did save the song. Wow. Dope beat. He started off with the "What are those?" Like this. Yeah. There's a lot of social media references and things like that, which I really appreciate. Keeping in the theme that he is a Twitter rapper, so he has "What are those?" twice. Once before the beat break, once at the beginning of the song. I enjoyed that because I think "What are those?" is fucking hilarious. The Obama line that he had at the beginning of the song, I thought was like, whoa, he went there. He said something about Obama and how you don't like him because he's black. And just more outspoken lyrics and more outspoken subject matter. I appreciate that kind of stuff because it feels like it's true and it's not just there. He didn't do it in a way where it's just trying to get a reaction out of you, get an erection out of you or anything like that.
Never trying to get an erection.
Just not trying to get an erection out of you.
Point.
Just trying to get not trying to get a reaction. Not trying to overdo anything. You know, just being real and just sort of speaking his mind. You know, he is a Twitter rapper. He's not like he's out there like Drake or anybody else, like performing in front of 20,000 people. You know, he's got 100,000 people who listen to him, and you know, he doesn't have to act like anybody or be anything like that. So I appreciate the way he.
Yeah, Schama is the 7 god though.
He's the 7 god.
Yeah, Drake calls himself the 6 god. Schama calls himself the 7 god.
Where's the 7?
I don't even know, but like that's just like he calls.
I'm sure he runs through it with his woes.
Running through the 7 with my track number 14, Year of the Goat, produced by. Oh, the last one was produced by Where's Alex, by the way. I'm here. But the track number 14, Year of the Goat, produced by Kenan Merkias. Dope lyrics, dope one-liners. Dope flow, but like nothing really, not really, entertaining flow, I'm gonna say. But even though it had all these aspects, like the song wasn't that good. I don't know.
Yeah, he was just more being cocky in this song.
It was a boast track for sure. And it was almost a banger, but it wasn't a banger. It had that vibe, but it didn't.
Yeah, it didn't connect. You're the GOAT. He's not just trying to say you're the GOAT in the Chinese New Year or anything like that. He's talking about you're the GOAT, like he's the greatest of all time. Greatest of all time Twitter rapper? Maybe? I don't know.
For sure. Like, there aren't a lot of Twitter rappers, to be honest. And Schama was kind of the first Twitter rapper.
He's pretty good, but if this Spazzy D is on that Twitter...
Yeah, he is.
Right?
But at the same time,
he's pretty good. And so is Sly Rex.
Yeah.
Sly Rex.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, I really like those guys. More cocky stuff. But halfway through the songs, I got up and set up this camera.
That's true. Yeah, because it got boring, got repetitive. We're like, okay, good job. And we listened to it the full way through, but we weren't really all in.
He's got a dope 45 seconds.
A very dope 45 seconds.
Yeah.
That was my nickname back in college. Mr. Dope 45 Seconds. Anyways,
back in college,
we're
all
done.
the girls said that about you.
That's what I was. Yeah.
I just had to rub it in, bro. That's it. I'm Alex. Okay. Peace out, guys. I'll let Alex finish because I don't want to hurt his feelings. Look at his face right now. He's so sad, all puppy dogged and shit.
This dude's like paying so much attention to wanting to call me out that he forgot that he wanted to talk about the album.
Oh yeah!
This dude's getting so cocky over here. Forgot his fucking idea.
Hey, you started the intro there, okay?
Okay, that's fair.
That's fair.
I was trying to end the track by track, and he fucking cut me off. And I was gonna intro your fucking idea. Anyways, because this album, get closer. This is serious.
No. Just joking.
Because this album is a little different than a lot of other pieces of work, and it's hard to compare. It's uncomparable to other rappers, really, because he is a Twitter rapper. He doesn't have a lot of the materials other rappers have. He doesn't have the features a lot of other rappers have. He doesn't have the same persona or anything. He's Schama, right? And no matter how repetitive he gets at times, no matter what he's throwing at you, you have to respect him he stays so true to himself. He's boxed himself into this corner of hip hop that nobody's touched before, and he owns that box, right?
Yeah.
Like I think that this album was really good.
Yeah.
I was a big fan.
All those things that you said, like he doesn't have access to all the producers, the beats, and the features and whatnot. You know, a wise man once told me, if you can't fix it, feature it.
Oh my god.
And
I already threw the book from my hat too. I'm so fucking upset you said that.
It's true. He used all those things to his advantage for this album. He used album mix or whatever. He strikes me as somebody who is more outspoken. He has more freedom to what he wants to say, more opinions because of it. You know, he's not signed by a major label or anything like that, so he has all those luxuries, you know, that other artists may take for granted or may not have the opportunity to be as outspoken as he is and talk about some of the things that he does. So I respect that. I just wish on some of the tracks he really expressed that and maybe not try to sound like a mainstream rapper or anything like that. Not that he really was, but I appreciate his perspective, him being a Twitter rapper.
Yeah.
When you listen to his music, he really makes you feel like you're on social media listening to his music. He has all these references to different social media sites and different terms like likes and things like that. And it's really cool to hear and refreshing to hear somebody who's not, you know, signed by a label or anything like that.
Yeah, really he doesn't try to stick himself to any sort of, I don't know what the word is. He doesn't try to make himself anybody else. He's completely his own person, and that's like...
Yeah, like he's not like a Future type artist. He's not a Drake type artist. He's not a Kendrick type artist. You know what I mean? He's not a type.
Yeah, not a type at all.
Yeah. I
want to say Spazzy's not a type either, just because I fucking love Spazzy. But like,
haven't heard enough from him.
I mean, he actually just released a project. I'll show you it, because he has one song on it that's really I'm a big fan of. Guys, that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed. Are you done?
You know what, man? Fuck it. I'll save it for the next video. No, I'm done. I'm joking.
Okay. We're going to end it here. I hope you guys enjoyed. Schama, if you're watching, that's cool, I guess. And to anybody else watching, be sure to subscribe, like, and make fun of my haircut in the comments. Peace.
Holy fuck. I just looked at your hair. You look like, who's that guy from Twilight?
Which one? Isn't there like not a robot, a vampire? And
yes.
Okay, track number 1, Because of Twitter, the intro, produced by Drop Killers, which is a very cool name, I suppose. Right off the bat, with this, we've straight away got some very strong messaging. Yes. Very strong lyricism. We got it all right at once.
Yep. Go ahead. You can talk a bit about what you thought about it, and I'll come in with my interjection.
You're gonna come in halfway through and just make fun of me?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay. Let's see. We start off with a very slow, kind of progressive piano beat. I kind of got that I am not a human being feeling. I need to stop talking about Lil Wayne, but that kind of slow, progressive piano beat at first, and it builds up, and then he just straight away with bars. Doesn't really. That's one thing with Schama, is that he doesn't really progress very much. He's a very stable rapper.
For sure.
He's a very stable rapper, but doesn't have much progression. So jumps right into it. Very strong messaging, very strong lyricism.
Kind of like maybe Lupe in that sense.
In a way.
But the rapping styles are completely different, so don't expect Lupe when you hear this. But pretty interesting. Only thing for me is, the hook or the song itself was a little bit repetitive. But overall, it sounded nice. It was a little short, so short and sweet is always good, I guess.
Yeah, the hook was good though.
Yeah.
First listener too, the hook is really good. And then once you start to listen to it a few more times, you kind of go, okay, I've heard this before. Track 2.
Yeah.
Let 'Em Know, produced by Johnny CRK $. I don't even want to try pronouncing that.
Crack dollars.
Crack dollar. It literally is crack dollars. Wow.
Crack $.
Right off the bat, straight away with this one, jump right into some very strong subject matter. What else? There's a dope Kobe sample. Not an actual sample of Kobe, but discussing Kobe. What did you say?
It was... how's it going, everybody? It's Brandon and Alex again, and Alex is dying. This is an awful way to start, but we're going to do it anyways.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, we're going to go with it. This is another podcast/album review that we're doing. Album review/album dissection, whatever you want to call it. This is an album from an artist that I never really knew a whole lot about. This is the first piece of work I ever heard from him. What's the name of this artist, Alex? Because you're way more.
You're gonna let me talk now. This is my turn?
Yeah.
I can speak.
Yes.
This is Because of Twitter by Schama Noel, who's a rapper I've been following for a while. He's done quite a few EPs previously, like God's Playlist, Eternal Feels, Ear Candy, and he's a very, very strong lyricist. He's not the type of rapper you can compare to other rappers that we talk about on the show, though. So it's going to be kind of a different one for you guys, but I do think you'll enjoy it. And you ready?
Yeah, let's do it. It was a snippet of Bill Burr, the comedian, and he's just making a joke about how Kobe got divorced and his wife got like $70 million or something, and he's just saying she didn't even hit a jump shot, and just sort of making fun of that, how it's kind of unfair, and all these girls, you never know what they're after, you never know what they're all about, and then, at the end of the day, some of them just want the money out of you and just want to fuck you over in that way. So it was a cool song. It was short, another short one, but that's kind of okay with me. I kind of don't mind short songs, because if you don't have much to say, then fuck off, right?
Yeah, there's no reason to kind of drag it on.
Exactly.
One thing about the song also, especially in comparison to track 1, is one issue that Schama has a decent amount of the time is that he's Haitian, which shouldn't mean anything, but I'm not sure if it has anything to do with that or not, but it sounds like there's almost an accent there.
Yeah,
and
but that's
a lot of the time his flow goes off the beat, and a lot of the time he struggles to stay. Yeah.
Any complaints? Short?
Hooks, little repetitive.
Yeah, okay.
But that is a pattern, but I'm not mad about it, because that's not what this album's about necessarily.
Yeah, I didn't start listening to this expecting a 10 out of 10. I was expecting something new, something different, another artist's perspective. He is a Twitter rapper, so he is a little bit different. First thing I noticed on this one was he comes in with the WWE reference with Carlito and the Apple. Caught my ear. I'm like, I like this guy already, because he's talking wrestling.
The thing is, though, he went right from talking about police killing people. He's talks about cops gassing people, or was it gassing cops? Either one of those goes straight from that to a WWE reference. I don't know where.
That's the thing with him. He's a bit of his personality came through on this song. He's I picked up right away that he's a sarcastic, kind of satirical rapper.
Yeah,
very political, but he's still very sarcastic and has light humor.